What's up, y'all? Shane from the JTS show. Um, just got something that I want to discuss with y'all. First of all, shout out to everybody that's been checking out the podcast. Continue to do so. www.soundcloud.com/the-JTS-show. Make sure you check out all of our old podcasts on this YouTube channel right here. Subscribe to this channel, and you can see all of the or you can listen to all of the previous podcasts that we've done, all of the episodes that are no longer available on SoundCloud. They're all on this channel, so you can listen to all of the ones that aren't on SoundCloud right now. So definitely appreciate everybody for checking us out and for your continued support. I'm gonna take my glasses off because this is the glare is kind of. But yeah. So basically, what I wanted to talk to y'all about was this new grassroots movement that me and Batman just recently joined. A couple of other friends of mine have joined as well. And I encourage everybody out there to do so. If you're a progressive and you have progressive ideals, a progressive philosophy, you're on the left wing when it comes to politics, I definitely suggest that you check this website out. It's justicedemocrats.com. Now, I signed up immediately as soon as I heard about it. They just launched it yesterday. I signed up on day one. Basically, what they're doing is they're people from the Young Turks Network. So Cenk Uygur, Kyle Kalinske from Secular Talk, basically them, and a lot of the people who are involved directly with Bernie Sanders' campaign. They've basically put together an initiative. And what they're going to do is they're going to work with other politicians. They're going to work with, people on all levels of government, essentially. And what they're going to do is they're going to try to get these progressive ideals in the legislature. So how are they going to do that? They've signed pledges. Everybody who's involved and everyone who will be involved, they're signing pledges to not take any money from special interest groups. So no billionaires are going to be donating to these people. They won't accept the donations. No multinational corporations are going to be be able to donate to them. So it's a really good initiative because that means they have to work for the people. If they're only accepting funds from the people, they're raising it $27 at a time, as Bernie likes to, as his famous quote went, 27 bucks at a time. So, that's how they're choosing to fund it. They're choosing not to take money from, big money special interest groups, corporations, billionaires, things like that. The establishment in general. What they're doing is they're choosing to only serve the people. So they're only taking funding from the people. So that's where people like us come in. If you really believe in this, if you really want to see the message of Bernie Sanders really, come to fruition, if you really believe in his message, you believe in equality, you believe that all people should be treated equally, you believe that all people should, have the same rights, and you don't believe in discrimination, and you believe in a healthcare system that actually works for everybody and doesn't leave the majority of the majority of bankruptcies in the United States. I don't remember the exact number right now, but the majority of them are due to medical bankruptcy. So if you don't want to see that as a trend anymore, if you want to see tuition-free education all the way through college, like every other modern industrialized nation has. If you want to see actual change when it comes to police reform, if you want to see change when it happens, when it comes to gun reform, we need to be active because we all know that the politicians aren't going to do it for us. You obviously know that Tiny Hands Trump isn't going to do it for us. And nobody in his cabinet, nobody in the Senate, nobody in the House of Representatives, they're not going to do this shit. They're all a bunch of crazy-ass right-wingers. And we know what they believe in. They believe in the exact opposite philosophy. So, it's on us as people who really believe in this message to to be active and to continue to be active. We can't be stagnant, now that Obama's out of office. We can't be, I mean, and to be real, we got even more stagnated when he was in office because we felt like, okay, there's a black dude in there, and we got comfortable. And, we let a lot of shit slide with him that we shouldn't have let slide. So, with that being said, we need to hold everybody's feet to the fire, as they say. We need to hold everybody accountable for the things that they say and the things that they do. So if we're going to do that, we need these type of movements to be a part of in order to, make actual change and make these things happen. So I highly suggest that everyone at least check out the website. It's justicedemocrats.com. You can follow them on Twitter at justicedems. If you don't necessarily want to read it yourself, but you want to hear exactly where every single policy broken down, in detail, there is a podcast that Kyle Kalinske did. He actually wrote what's the term for it? I'm sorry. He wrote the platform. And he presented it on his channel, so go check that out. His channel is Secular Talk. It's, one of the most recent videos up, so I highly suggest everybody go look at that. But this is important, and, if you do want to see actual change happen, this is what we need in order for it to happen. So, everybody who watches this video, spread it to people who that believe in this message. And this is a start of something really powerful, and we need to support this, and we need to continue to support this, for years to come, and we need to, hold everybody accountable, not just Trump. We need to hold everybody in the government accountable, and the Justice Democrats are going to be the ones to do that, because we're the exact opposite of the establishment Democrats, who essentially are Republicans now. You know what I mean? They're Republicans who are better on social issues. When it comes to economic policy, they're basically the same. So, it's very little change. They want to cut taxes for the rich, and who does that tax burden fall on? Obviously us. So if you don't want to see those things happen, if you want to see the rich pay their fair share in taxes, because they don't pay their fair share as it is right now. So if you just want to see them pay their fair share in taxes, just so that way, the economy grows, because we all know with the New Deal, the FDR passed back in the day, that sustained economic growth all the way until 1980, roughly around that time when a few things happened, in the mid 80s, obviously there was Ronald Reagan, like the early mid 80s or whatever, implementing Reaganomics, which, obviously didn't work. Corporations were, it was decided around that time, Supreme Court decision, that money equals free speech. So corporations are allowed to essentially donate unlimited funds to politicians. And what do you think happens? They buy our politicians, and then they get their policies passed. That's why the economy hasn't grown since then. That's why productivity has continued to rise at a steady rate and wages stagnated. You know what I mean? If you kept up with inflation since 1960 with productivity, minimum wage now would be over $10 an hour federally. It's $7.25. So if you want to see these things change, please share this video with anybody who may not have seen, the Secular Talk video or the Young Turks video about it. Make people aware, because this is something that we need. I really believe in it, and I feel like the more people that get involved with this, the more the establishment Democrats are going to wake up and realize, okay, this is the wing of the party we need to be listening to, because if we don't listen to them, we're going to keep losing these elections. So that's about all I got to say. Make sure you follow the show on Twitter at JTS_show. Make sure you like us on Facebook, facebook.com/thejtsshow. Again, SoundCloud, there's going to be a link in the description for all of these different websites. But make sure that you go and you at least check out, if you don't check out the videos, go to the website, www.justicedemocrats.com.